Hey, welcome back. Too many projects, not enough time. I'm Andrew. There's Timbit in the truck trying to keep his butt warm because it's minus 7-ish degrees right now. That is, I don't know, cold Fahrenheit, whatever it is in Fahrenheit. So yeah, welcome back. I guess in this video we're going to introduce the next big project. Don't worry, Ivy's turn is this winter, so look forward to more Ivy soon. Real soon. Real soon. Alright, a little bit of a storytelling time today. Originally me coming from Australia. In Australia, you're either one of two camps. You're either a Ford guy or you're a Holden guy. Holden in Australia is a Chevy. I'm a Holden guy. My first car was a HQ Holden. I did up everything was painted, powder coated and chromed. I love that car. I treated it with kit gloves. And then I sold it to move to Canada. Now here in Canada, we're not going to visit my first car here. Let's not deal with that one. But basically, before this is my daily steed now. It's a Gen 4 2014 Dodge Ram 6.7 litre Cummins turbo diesel. All you North Americans know exactly what it is. Prior to this I had a Gen 2 Dodge Cummins with a 5.9. Absolutely loved that truck. Cried when I sold it to buy this thing. This is a nice new truck. Not attached to it. Don't really care. Well, I had a bit of a reality check, and we're up to about coming up 360,000 kilometers on this. Millimiles, I don't know what that is either, but anyway, quite a few. Usually around 500,000 kilometers. I sell them and move them on because they start to get a little too expensive to maintain, and they start nickel and diming you pretty hard. So I figure in a couple of years I'm up for a new truck, and the way prices of new trucks are going these days, to get a slightly used one like I did with this, that's a couple of years old, 60,000 kilometers like this was when I bought it, I'm looking at, like, I don't know, possibly $80,000 for a new truck, and that is fucking ridiculous. Sorry, that is crazy. We'll beep that out. That's insane. $80,000 for a truck. And they're full of computers, and we know what's happened with the microchips in the last couple of years. They haven't had enough to put the trucks on the road even. Full of computers, full of sensors, full of everything that costs you an absolute fortune. Oil change and fuel filter change, $500 on this week. That's crazy. So it's time to announce my new big project, to avoid all of that computer stuff. And it will replace this as my almost daily driver tow haul rig to haul around the big trailer with the Land Rovers on it, the excavator on it, the dump trailer with dirt and gravel for up here at Camp Tinny. It's going to be my big heavy tow haul truck. So without further ado, we're going to wander over here. Just follow me over and we'll introduce the new truck to the fleet. Ta-da! And as you can see, this is the new project. Oh crap. Hang on, you guys need to subscribe so I can afford to get a cameraman to follow me. Ta-ta! Well, here she is. 1966 F500. Big sexy hips. Single cab, because they never came with crew cabs. Well, some did, I guess. But they're really hard and expensive to find if you do find them in good shape. Now this old gal is in excellent condition. Shitty paint, but paint's easy. Couple of tiny bits of rust in the floorboard. Couple of tiny dents in the rear quarters. But overall, she's in great shape. So this is going to be the new project. To replace the Dodge. So what's in plan for this truck to make it modern and reliable and no computers is we're basically going to take the cab off this old girl, and transplant it onto a new chassis. Now, a couple of months back, I was looking around for axles, possibly to replace axles under the old Dodge that we've got, or the International. And I picked up a 2009 F550 chassis with axles, and exhaust, and drive shaft, and a whole bunch of stuff. Which got me to thinking, if I could put an old cab on that modern chassis with disc brakes, better, newer suspension, all that sort of stuff, and that'd be a great platform for a tow rig. So follow me over here again and we'll show you the chassis. Well, as you can see, oh shit. Hang on. You haven't subscribed yet because I've still got to move the camera. Remember to subscribe below and like the video. Anyway, so here's the new platform. We're going to put that cab for the 66 F550 onto this, sorry, F500 onto this modern F550 chassis. Say, disc brakes, coil springs in the front. It's built Ford tough, unfortunately, because I'm really not a Ford guy. But she is sexy, and I do have this stuff now, so we're going to build a Ford, and my friends in Australia, who I grew up with, are going to be very surprised, as I'm really a Holden guy through and through, and Land Rover, obviously, because I own multiple Land Rovers. But of the big three, I am really a Holden / Chevy guy, not a Ford. But we're going to build a Ford, and she's sexy, so what are we going to power it with, you're asking? Well, follow me again and we'll show you the power plant. This time I'm going to have to take you there because it's not right next to me. Alrighty, so as for engines, the Ford is a straight 6 right now. It's going to stay a straight 6. Only we're putting a Cummins in, so we're going to build a Fummins. Except not just a 5.9 Cummins, we're going to put this big 8.3 litre Cummins in her. That's right, we're doing what not many people do. We're going to shoehorn an 8.3 litre Cummins in that Ford F500 on the F550 chassis. So we've got most of the big parts right now. I am looking for a Eaton Fuller 6-speed transmission to go behind this. No computers, just one wire. And manual shut off, fuel shut off to turn it off. I gotta say, the dealership's not going to have my business much anymore at all. Just great. It's going to save me a lot of money. Give me a big, powerful truck that'll last forever. 8.3 litre Cummins are a wet sleeve engine, so you can technically, if you get the sump off, you can rebuild the whole thing in the truck by just removing the liner and the piston and putting new liners and pistons in there. This engine has about 20 or 30,000 kilometers on it as a Cummins Recon engine, so it's basically brand new. So I'm starting with a new truck. So by the time we go through, do most of the bushings and new engine, rebuild the gearbox, replace seals and bearings and everything, it's going to be a simple, basic, reliable, basically new truck. We'll do a nice paint job on the cab, put some comfy seats in there, air conditioning, heater, power windows, so it's comfortable and luxurious. They're the only, well, maybe a stereo, the only real modern conveniences. Still no computers involved except for the stereo, I guess. And we're going to start this coming next late spring, next summer. We'll start by removing the cab off the original chassis, put it on the F550 chassis, find out where it fits on that chassis, and then we'll grab this lump and shove this lump in there and find out how much we need to extend the firewall back. Right now I think Really only need a couple of inches, but we'll probably do 3 inches further back on the firewall to have enough clearance back here. Anyway, all the technical details and specs will come up in videos as we go through the build. So we all have a little bit of that redneck in us, and this is my little bit of redneck coming out in me, I guess. Remember to tell all your redneck friends that we're squeezing a 8.3 Cummins in a Ford F500 from 1966. And like and subscribe and follow along on all my videos. Also, these ones coming up next year. You really won't see anything about this build until another 6 months from now, when we actually start doing some work. Because this winter, we're getting a bunch done on ivy. Right behind the camera, you can't see it, is Patience the 101. She's tucked away for the winter now up here at the lake. And so that way down on the coast where it's rainy, wet, miserable, so everything doesn't rust and go moldy, she'll be tucked away up here in sub-zero temperatures for the winter. And thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next video next week, where we actually get some work done on ivy finally. Thanks, guys.